Hello and welcome back to Created by Sports. Today we look at some of the best and the most likely betting options for the game between Sheffield United and Aston Villa, which is also the first game back since the lockdown. This is of course not a guaranteed win, but it's something to keep your eye on if you are betting on football and this game in particular. So let's get into what you could look out for here, and I'm going to use my two favourite companies to bet with as examples, which is Sky Bet and the BETFAIR exchange. Under 2.5 goals. This is a pretty simple and maybe the most obvious market to hit for this game. Nobody has played a Premier League game since March, the intensity will be a lot for both teams, and there's a lot at stake for different reasons. Let us not forget that this is a game in hand, where a win for Villa will take them straight out of the bottom three and into 16th place, and if Sheffield win they go a point ahead of Man United into 5th position, which is potentially a Champions League place this year due to Man City's European ban. What tends to happen when the stakes are high like this? It's a low-scoring, defensive game as so much is riding on the result. Defences will be tough to get past, which might even mean we'll see out a 0-0 draw here if the play turns out to be slow due to the lack of playing time of late. Sheffield United also hold the second lowest average for the amount of goals conceded this season behind only league leaders Liverpool, which is bad news for Villa on their search for 3 points. So if we look at Sky Bet, the odds are around 4 to 5 on this under 2.5 market. So for every £5 placed you'll profit £4. So it's just under evens, which may not seem like a lot, but that means it's a fairly safe bet to assume this will happen. If we go over to the BETFAIR exchange though, which works a little bit differently, you aren't betting against the so-called machine, you have bets matched against other actual people. So for the same market, you back this to happen, which is currently at 1.8. So to back something is to say this will happen, and you are betting against somebody who will say this will not happen. So if you win, you're going to take their money and vice versa if you lose. So the odds of 1.8 will get you the exact same as on Sky Bet, and with every £5 placed you will win a profit of £4, again suggesting it's a likely outcome for the match. Backing the 0-0 draw. The second market I want to look at is something I've practiced on the BETFAIR exchange on a few occasions, and it can make you a good profit in a short time frame. This is to back the 0-0. This method of betting can be effective but requires concentration during the start of the game. The way to get the most out of this bet is to place for however much you decide and cash out after 10 to 15 minutes of the game's start as long as nobody has scored. There is no real set time frame, but you really want to get out of there before the teams start finding their feet in the game, as games like this usually take a while to get into goals wise. Earlier this season when Sheffield United won 2-0, both goals came in the second half, and as previously mentioned, neither of these teams have played for 3 months, so will need to ease into the game. It will be a very leggy encounter. So if you play this bet, get in and cash out as soon as you see profit. Currently the odds are to back this happening at 11, so if you place £10 to back the 0-0 draw, the profit would be £100. But we are looking to cash out quite early for any profit. It's up to you entirely how much you back this bet for, but be careful and cash out in the first quarter of the game. Both teams to score. Okay, the last bet we will look at is the both teams to score market. As previously mentioned, both teams are fighting for points for different reasons. And although the only game this season ended 2-0, last season in the Championship, both times these sides met, both scored on each occasion. So far this season they have scored a combined 64 goals, and although they are at different ends of the table, that says nothing for either team's ability to find the back of the net against any opposition. So if you back this bet on the BETFAIR exchange, which is currently at 1.89, placing £10 returns you a profit of £8.90. And odds of 8 to 11 on Sky Bet will currently return you £7.27 profit. These odds may not seem great, but for a fixture which usually sees goals, these are good odds with a decent return. These are simply my suggested bets for the game between Aston Villa and Sheffield United and not a guaranteed win. It's sure to be a close game whatever happens, as we welcome back the football season in England. Comment below how you got on with your bets and perhaps the markets you think are better to hit for this game. Also, let me know if you did place any of these and how you got on. Thanks for watching, don't forget to subscribe for more sports news and betting recommendations. Give the video a like and we'll see you in the next one.